Hi there, this is Ranjit, and in this video we'll be doing the review for this Lenovo K5 Plus, which is a budget-oriented Android phone. And I have two K5 Plus. I'll let you know why I have this other one later on. And I have been testing this for last 3 odd weeks. With my secondary SIM, I used it for about 2.5 weeks, and with my primary SIM for about 5 days before producing this review. And I won't go in depth regarding the physical overview and the specs. You can see the specs on the side. I've covered all these aspects in my unboxing video, so you can check out that for more info. We'll directly jump between the pros and cons and what I feel about this device. And again, it's a compact phone. It's having a 5-inch screen, and again, the thing is that it is having a Snapdragon 616 chipset, which is actually a octa-core processor. And in fact, the build quality is also nice. The back is sort of aluminum, so it gives that nice feeling when you hold it. Let's jump between the pros and cons. And first, let me actually talk about the things that I do not like about this device. The first thing is that it is having that Dolby Atmos support. So I was expecting a lot, but again, if this is regarding the audio via the headphone jack, the audio from the headphone jack is just normal. There is that Dolby mode. If you enable that, just the bass gets increased, nothing extraordinary, I would say. In terms of clarity, I was expecting a lot more from the headphone jack, but again, considering the price, it's okay, I feel. Again, regarding the pricing, this handset is sold in India via Flipkart, and it sells for around 8,500. I'll have the links in the show notes for your reference. Again, moving to another thing that I've noticed is that it does have a physical LED notification light, but one thing peculiar is that the LED notification light just glows. It does not blink. So if you get a notification or anything, it just glows continuously. Now, moving to another thing that I did not like about this device is, on paper, it has a 13 megapixel rear facing camera and a 5 megapixel front facing camera. So you would expect great results, but sadly, the camera performance is simply not that good. Here are some of the sample shots that I've taken with this device. Yes, in outdoor conditions, it's a little bit decent, but when we move to indoor conditions and in artificial lighting conditions, the camera performance is actually very, very poor in my opinion. Even the front facing camera performance was not that good. So definitely, I would say if you are very picky about the camera is the weakest point about this device. Next, if we move to some of you have asked me about the general performance of this device. The general performance of this device is good thanks to the Snapdragon 616 chipset. But one thing that I do not like is Lenovo has this custom UI that is known as Vibe UI, and it's using an old version of the Vibe UI. And I feel there is a little bit of UI lag that I notice sometimes. Also, I do not like the fact that it has these 3 touch type capacitive buttons here at the bottom. And if you press this multitasking tray, it's for the menu. To get to the multitasking, actually you have to hold it for 2 seconds, and you just can't change that as of now. So it's a little bit annoying in my opinion, because it does take quite a bit of time to jump between the apps because it delays. So I don't like that. And again, it's running the old version of Vibe UI, and you don't even have an app tray with the same. So these were some of the things that I did not like with this Lenovo K5 Plus. Now, moving to the things that I really liked is, this is surprising, and that is the reason I have one more handset. I asked Lenovo to send one more handset because I was getting actually very good battery life with this one. Though it has just a 2750 milliamp hour battery, the battery life is actually good. And I did test it on this other handset also, and the battery life was actually good. I could get a screen on time of around 4.5 hours with this device, as you can see with the screenshots. And even the surprising thing is that even on completely on mobile data, again, the screen on time was like that. So it could easily last for a full working day. So the battery life is actually really good, considering that it has just a 2750 milliamp hour battery. Now, moving to cellular quality, the cellular reception was also very good. I did not have any issues with that. And also the earpiece is loud and clear. Also, as it has this dual speakers at the back, even taking calls on the speakerphone was a good experience. Also, again, it says that it has that Dolby Atmos, and yes, on the back we have actually 2 speakers, and they are fairly loud, but for that Dolby effect, the speakers should have been on the front. They are on the back, so you get that effect, but it's not that great as we found on the Lenovo K4 or even the Vibe X3. So that effect is there. Yes, it's better than the regular speakers, but again, don't expect miracles. Now, moving to one more thing that I really liked about this device was the gaming performance. The gaming performance was surprisingly very good, and it could even play heavy games without any issues. And also with gaming, it did not exhibit any overheating issues. Now, moving to another thing that I liked is the screen quality. It's a 1080p screen, hence the screen quality is good. It also can get fairly bright. It has all the sensors like auto brightness and stuff. So it's a pretty decent screen with good viewing angles, but I feel greens don't come accurately. Greens have a little bit of vibrancy, so they look a little bit artificial. But again, I am very picky about colors because I work with video. Normal people will not notice it. So for the price, it's a decent screen, but it's not 100% color accurate, I would say. Now, moving to one thing that I really liked about this device is that it has all the important sensors that you would expect. For example, it has the gyroscope sensor, proximity, auto brightness. Because it has the gyroscope sensor, you can also use it with VR headset, and in fact it does support the Lenovo Theater Max technology. So if you have that Lenovo VR headset, you can put that and get that VR experience. If you hold this power button for a couple of seconds, you get this VR menu. So that's a nice thing. So you can enjoy YouTube 360 videos also with this device. So that's a good thing. Now, moving to another thing that quite a few of you have asked me, what about any heating issues? The phone does tend to get a little bit warm while you charge, but that is sort of normal because it's having an aluminum back. Other phones also that have an aluminum back get warm while charging, like even the Galaxy S7 that I use and even the Nexus 6P. So that's normal. But one place that I noticed it gets slightly warm is when you're on mobile data and if you're browsing, the handset tends to get a bit warm. It's not very hot, but it certainly tends to get a little bit warm. So what do I feel about this Lenovo K5 Plus? Overall, I would say it's a very decent budget-oriented handset. The things that I really liked about this handset is the call quality, battery life, and also it's very good in gaming. And also the good thing is that it has all the important sensors and even a gyroscope sensor. But some of the things that I do not like is the very weak camera performance and slight lag in the UI. So overall, I would say it's a decent handset and I would give it an overall rating of about 7 out of 10. I've also posted a dedicated gaming review of this Lenovo K5 Plus. I'll have the link in the show notes so you can also check out that. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching. This is Ranjit and I hope to see you in my next video.